control class. Control class. A control class. Masih di sini control class.
Sebelum kalian nonton video ini, jangan lupa untuk subscribe ya kawan.
Waalaikumsalam. Good afternoon. The center of this final science examination with Alhamdulillah. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nuara, and I would like to thank for the opportunity that has been given to me to present my research entitled "The Effectiveness of Vocabulary Collection Strategy on Students' Vocabulary Mastery, a Quasi-Experimental Study at the Tanggal of Islamiyah, Ciputat." Vocabulary plays an important role in language learning. Without having vocabulary, no one can understand the language. Vocabulary can also influence the mastery of all language skills. They are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So that's why students need to master vocabulary. Mastering vocabulary is not as easy as we think. Vocabulary mastery is related to the ability to understand the word and to put the word in a sentence. However, students have experienced some problems in learning vocabulary. There are 3 problems I got. The first is the problem comes from Algira in his research about a study of problem in learning vocabulary. Students got difficulties in producing their own words, their own message through spoken and written words. And the second is a problem comes from the researcher when she did an integrative teaching practice program or PLP. Students had little definition of vocabulary. They only have limited vocabulary, so she couldn't express themselves well. And the third is problem comes from Husnia and Shafriyati in their research. Students had difficulties in understanding most of vocabulary in a text, so it is caused a poor reading skill. The limitation of the problem is limited only on the effectiveness of vocabulary collection strategy on students' vocabulary mastery at MA Islamiyah Ciputat in academic year 2019 and 2020. The formulation of the problem, I have 2 formulations. The first is vocabulary collection strategy effective on students' vocabulary mastery? And the second is to what extent the effectiveness of vocabulary collection strategy on students' vocabulary mastery. So the answer is not only on the effective or not, but also to know how large the effective are. Next to the theoretical framework. Talking about vocabulary is related to the words we use in our daily life. Words are an important part in our life. We think with words, we also listen, speak, write, and read with words. Words help us to communicate our ideas well and then understand others' ideas better. There are some definition of vocabulary who have been proposed by some experts. The first is according to Takach, vocabulary is a dictionary or a set of words. And then Stockworth and Foundation defines vocabulary is dealing with the words for better communication. And the third is vocabulary is a core component of language and provides much of the basis for how learners speak, listen, read, and write. So, in conclusion, the researcher infers that vocabulary is a set of meaningful words which is structured by the person to make up the language as a component of communication. It is highly significant for students to master it. Definition of vocabulary mastery. Vocabulary mastery is related to the ability to understand the word meaning, and to apply the word in a sentence. This definition is according to Turnberny, and Turnberny also states that learners should have roughly 2,000 words as their vocabulary size. VSS, vocabulary collection strategy. Vocabulary collection strategy is a strategy that focuses on creating student-centered activity. In this strategy, students are allowed to select an important words from their reading to be shared with the member of the class. According to one expert, vocabulary collection strategy is an interactive learning strategy that promotes word consciousness, students are actively engaged in identifying important words from the reading to share with the member of the class. This strategy is a kind of cooperative vocabulary learning strategy. This is the advantage of PSS. The first is engaging students in collaborative learning because students will do the work in group. And then the second is motivating students to guess the word's meaning without looking in the dictionary. And then the third is creating well-organized learning process. And the fourth, gaining a large number of incidental vocabulary in the text. In this study, I use procedure text. And creating an active learning, and last is enhancing student long-term memory. So the advantage of vocabulary is not only to know the meaning of word, but also to extend the word's knowledge of students' word knowledge. The disadvantages of PSS strategy. The first is time consuming. This strategy need long time because students spend most of their time to do in a group and then to present the result of the discussion. And the second is this strategy is less suitable for young learners because this strategy can create students to be critical thinking, to be more critical thinking about the vocabulary. And they are also not asked to guess the meaning of word, but they have to know the reason why they are choosing that word. The third is the strategy is only focused on vocabulary in a text, so not information that we get from the text. The procedure of PSS strategy. First, the teacher will divide students into some group. In this study, I divide students into 4 groups, and then each of group consists of 5 students. And then after that, the teacher will give the group a text. And in this study, I use procedure text. I give procedure text to each group. And then the student in a group will analyze important word or interesting word from the procedure text. And then after that, student will analyze that word and fulfill the data or analyzing of the data, analyzing of word in PSS chart. And then after that, students are asked to present the result of the discussion.
PSS chartnya kayak gimana?
This is the example of PSS chart. And then after that, the teacher will check the student answer with the dictionary. And then after that, the teacher write list of words on board. And then student will take notes of the word in their vocabulary journal. And then student will be asked to make a sentence from that word. This is the example of PSS chart. So the student will be asked to fulfill this chart. The first is they have to know what is the word that they believe it is important to learn. And then the second, write the sentence in which the word was used. And then they have to know, they have to guess the meaning of that word. And then they have to write why they choose that word. There are three previous studies. The first is study conducted by Salva Idriani, the effectiveness of vocabulary collection strategy and motivation on students' English vocabulary mastery. And the second is the vocabulary mastery of the 7th grade student through VSS. And then the last, an international study from Manal Muhammad Khodari using the VSS class to develop university EFL student vocabulary learning. Research methodology. This research was carried out at Islamiyah Ciputat, and then the researcher took research from July until August 2019. The population of this research is students at the 10th grade of Islamiyah Ciputat, and the sample is students at 10th grade MIA and 10th grade IS. The method used in this study is quantitative method, which is a control class, a control class, which is a control class, which is class E is got higher score
How test? Seberapa tinggi? Kita lihat pretest. Nggak ada di slide kamu selanjutnya.
Oh ya. This is the difference. Slide difference.
Oh, yang merah apa, yang hijau apa, yang
Blue color, green color. Green color show the
pretest.
experimental class pretest and control class pretest.
38,24 benar. Itu apa nilai rata-ratanya?
Yes, mid score.
Banget.
Because their English is still low.
Terus yang merah post test, yang
Was that gained by the experimental class, and then yes, this is gain score after doing pretest and test.
38 sama 41.
Hypothesis test. The hypothesis test, I use t-test and then I calculated by using independent sample test. The hypothesis test resulted 0.003, which is lower than significance A alpha. It means that the null hypothesis is rejected and alternative hypothesis is accepted. Through the statistical hypothesis, there is a significant effect of using vocabulary collection strategy on students' vocabulary mastery because the p-value is lower than significance A, 0.05 or 5%. And then to know the level significance of the study, the researcher conduct effect size formulation or calculated effect size formulation. From the calculation, it is resulted 0.9, which represents moderate effect since the interval was 0.5 until 1. It is based on Cohen's D formula. To conclude this research, the PSS strategy is moderately effective on students' vocabulary mastery at the 10th grade of MA Islamiyah Ciputat in academic year 2019 and 2020. I think it's enough. Thank you for your nice attention. I will be ready for question and answer session. I hope I can answer it well. Thank you.